learning the plot, learning the plot. Guesswork grower, guesswork grower, one success at a time. Learning the plot, learning the plot, one success at a time.
Day 3 on the Learning the Plot allotment. We got to the allotment much earlier today, so we were hoping to get a fair bit done. The weather was lovely and we'd even brought a packed lunch with us. Every evening we take all the tools home so they don't get stolen. It's a bit frustrating because we have to load everything into the wheelbarrow each time and push it all the way in again the next day, but it's better than losing our tools. Esther moved all the weights off the membrane while me and Dad rolled it back so we could carry on digging. We worked really well together today. Dad was digging up the top layer of grass, Esther was carrying the grass over to the dumping area, and I was breaking up the compacted soil with the fork. What a team. Me and Esther kept swapping jobs because doing the same thing all day can get really tiring. One of the best bits was throwing the grass and mud over the fence. We're planning to grow peas soon, so we'll need to get those fixed in properly. Dad also found loads of paving slabs buried in the grass. That's actually really useful because we can use them to hold the membrane down. Before long, it was time for lunch. We needed to keep our energy up. Honey sandwiches, yummy. Esther loves apples, but at the moment she's missing her front teeth, so she had to settle for a banana today. I prefer bananas anyway. Dad always asks us to read the jokes from our yoghurts.
Why can't you trust atoms? They make up everything. Why is camping considered an extreme sport? It's intense.
Mum also cut up some melon for us last night, and there's nothing better than cold watermelon on a hot sunny day. It wasn't long before we got straight back to work again. We managed to get so much done today that we've actually run out of membrane to cover any more of the allotment. For now, we're going to try and keep the rest under control by mowing the grass and pulling up weeds. Our next big job will be sowing some seeds and growing them indoors at home before bringing them up here once they're a bit more established. But before we finish for the day, we'd promised Granny some leeks in return for letting us borrow the rotavator, so it was time to dig some up. Esther pulled out the first leek. I did the next one, and Dad ended up with the smallest one. Dad tried trimming the leaves and roots with the pruning tool, but it wasn't very sharp, so we did a much better job once we got home using a normal kitchen knife. That brought us to the end of our third day on the allotment, so we packed away the tools and loaded everything back into the van. We hope you've enjoyed watching our videos so far, and if you have, remember to like, subscribe and follow along as we continue learning the plot together.